Good afternoon and welcome to the Henk Ruys Soccer Center here in Saskatoon. My name is Emily Humbert and I'm alongside Janelle Sokolowski, and we are coming to you live with the U14 Division 1 Provincial Final. The final this afternoon will take place between the 14U Junior Sundogs Black from Swift Current and the JCVC Crush Red from Saskatoon. We'll have our head referee checking our lineups and then we will get underway right away here. Back to serve for the Sundogs first here will be number 16. This is Verity Tittymore. She will start the game off for us here. Oh, and that first serve falls just a little short, finding its way into the net. JCVC Red will go back to serve. This is number 9, Erin Hriniak. Good serve by Hriniak. She finds the court. That was a nice float serve. Now, Janelle, you're a passing specialist here with the Huskies. What is something that makes a float serve so tough to pass?
The closer it is to the tape, often that is the harder it is to pass because you just don't have as much time to react to it, and then it just catches lots of float, and yeah, it's hard to track all the way into your platform for sure.
Absolutely. When we see another aggressive serve from JCVC Red, but unfortunately that one couldn't be handled when it was sent back over the net. Heading back to serve now for the Sundogs. This is number 3, Olivia Gross. That's passed up nicely by JCVC Red. They send a free ball back over, and that finds the court. Caught the Swift Current Sundogs just a little flat-footed there with a well-placed free ball. Heading back to serve now for JCVC is number 12. This is Jaden Jansen. Pardon me, Jaren Jansen. Good free ball sent over from the Sundogs, handled well by JCVC. Right side attack there. Nice dig from Carson Alexander, but the block is there for JCVC. That is number 11, Jamie Waskowick. Continuing to serve now is number 12, Jaren Jansen for the JCVC Crush Red. Nice serve. And the block is at the net, but it is met by the Swift Current Sundogs. Oh, but unfortunately, number 13, that's Mackenzie McIntyre. She is called on the net. It's tough in situations like that, hey Janelle, when it's such a tight ball. You really got to think about maintaining your composure and staying tight at the net, hey?
Yeah, it's hard. You always want to get that big block, so sometimes it's easy to get a little bit too excited at the net. Absolutely.
Jansen continues to serve. Good pass up. Set out to the outside. And ball was set a little too tight. Their setter number 7, Olivia Stiansen, could not do too much with that set. Heading back to the service line for the Sundogs Black, this is number 7, Jada Granger. Good serve from Granger, handled by JCVC. Free ball being sent over here. Good pass from Granger. Down ball sent over, handled well. Set high ball to the middle. And a good strong swing in the middle from number 11, Jamie Waskowick, but falls just a little long. It's nice to see that middle getting engaged really early off the start. It makes the Swift Current Sundogs blockers start to think a little bit more about who's going to be set. Granger continues to serve. Free ball sent over from JCVC. That's handled by the Sundogs. An attack, it just falls a little long. That's number 11, Carson Alexandra, with a good strong attack, just sailing out the back line. Now heading back to serve, this is number 5, Azra Hadzihazanovic. And Hadzihazanovic's serve falls a little long. What do you think, Janelle? Some uncharacteristic errors maybe early might be due to some nerves?
Yeah, this is the final, so always got to shake off the nerves in the first bit of the game, but it's good to see good aggressive errors. So missing long, taking risk at the attack and missing a bit out of the net, but it's good to see them making good aggressive errors.
Absolutely. Nice strong swing. That was number 4, Annika Lundgren on the junior Sundogs. She puts down her first kill of the match. Heading back to serve, this is number 13, Mackenzie McIntyre. Nice serve from McIntyre. Passed up from JCVC. Free ball sent over here. Nice free ball pass from the Sundogs, setting high into the middle. And that attack falls just short into the net. It's a good look there from number 11, Carson Alexandra. She looks like she's trying to cut that ball back to one, which can be a very efficient shot out of the middle. Continuing to serve, or pardon me, serving for the first time this set, that's Jamie Waskowick. Nice attack. Attack falls just a little long. That was number 8, Megan Semenoff. It is now 7-6 here. The JCVC Red leads. Serving for the Sundogs, this is number 4, Annika Lundgren, with a nice strong serve. Free ball sent over from JCVC. And unfortunately, that free ball pass sails just a little far. Heading back to serve one more time, this is number 8, Megan Semenoff. Good serve from Semenoff, finds that back line. Very strong serve from Semenoff. Semenoff back to serve again. Good aggressive serve from Semenoff. That one's handled by the Sundogs. Free ball being sent over here. Good pass up. Set to the outside. And a great strong swing. That's number 12, Jaren Jansen from the JCVC Crush Red. Really getting on top of that ball. Great set from her setter, number 7, Liv Stiansen. Continuing to serve now here is Jaren Johnson. Good free ball pass, set high into the middle. And sometimes you don't need too much power. That was number 9, Erin Heriniak. Sometimes those finger fluff attacks can be hard to dig, hey?
That's a tough ball to dig right in the middle of the court. Not typically where the defense is set up, so it's a really effective shot, either if you do it on purpose or maybe just a bit of an accident. It's always an effective shot.
Absolutely. Now, not an accident what just happened. That was number 3, Olivia Gross, with the big kill from the Swift Current Sundogs. Heading back to serve now, this is number 11, Carson Alexandra. And Alexandra's serve falls just a little short. That sends the setter, number 7, Liv Stiansen, back to the line. Stiansen to serve. Good contact from Stiansen, passed up. Ball set high and inside. Oh. And that's a great swing against a double block there. That's number 3, Olivia Gross. Really waiting before she takes her first step and making sure she can attack really strong through the ball. That's a great swing. And that service error was number 16, Verity Tinnimore. Heading back to serve for JCVC at 13-8. This is number 9, Erin Heriniak. Down ball being sent over from JCVC. Good dig up by Heriniak. Free ball coming over. Smart pace free ball here. Ball set high into the middle of the court. Great dig from JCVC. Good rally here. See if Sundogs can put this free ball away. Set to the outside. And a great shot from number 3, Olivia Gross. She's strung together a string of very nice kills here. And after that, she will head back to the service line. Gross to serve at 13-9 for JCVC here in this first set of action. A nice attempt at a back row attack from JCVC Red. Set needed to be just a little bit more in front, so number 8, Megan Semenoff, had a bit more of a chance to lean into that ball. Continuing to serve, this is Olivia Gross. And our head official will blow that one down. They are calling a carry on the setter for JCVC Red. That allows number 3, Olivia Gross, to continue her serving run here. Good strong serve from Gross, finding that back corner of the court. Ball is set high. Good swing. Oh, and a one-handed sprawling dig. Ball is set high to the middle here. Big swing, another dig from the Sundogs. They're playing relentless defense right now. Third time might be the charm. Ooh. What great defense here. Oh, and unfortunately that rally ends with a net error on the Swift Current Sundogs side. Janelle, there's some pretty great defense shown from the Sundogs during that rally.
Yeah, even though they might not have gotten that point, that's a huge momentum shift for them throughout this game, just to be able to chip back. They were at a bit of a deficit there, but they're coming back and playing really good defense, which is a huge momentum shift for them going forward.
Absolutely, and that serve came from number 12, Jaron Johnson. And the standing down ball from Olivia Gross finds the floor on the JCVC side. And as Janelle mentioned, the Sundogs are slowly cutting into that JCVC Red League, now just trailing 14-12 as number 7, Jada Granger, comes back to serve. A nice serve from Granger. Free ball coming over from JCVC. Nice pass from Gross. Set high to the outside. And that's a great swing. That was number 4, Annika Lundgren. Started with a beautiful free ball pass from the Sundogs, and Lundgren was able to put that set away. Continuing to serve now, this is number 7, Jada Granger. And with that, a timeout is called from JCVC Red. They lead 14-13 here in this first set of action at the U14 Division I Provincial Final. Now, Janelle, what do you think has been the key for the Sundogs slowly making their way back into the set here?
I think in the first part of the set they were having some service errors, so just missing into the net. So now they're starting to find their groove on the serve, and even just putting those balls away. That last attack went right into the back corner, which is exactly where you want the ball to go as an attacker. It's the hardest ball to defend, so they're finding more success attacking, but I think their defense is also keeping them alive in the game and kind of pushing JCVC back a little bit harder than maybe they were being pushed in the first part of the set.
Absolutely. So we see head coach Jason Steonson talking to his JCVC Red crew, probably trying to settle the nerves a little bit, make some adjustments on serve receive. We'll see how they come out here after their first time out of the set. Continuing her service run, this is number 7, Jada Granger. Granger to serve. Strong contact from Granger and another ace. That ties the set for the Swift Current Sundogs. It is now 14-14 here as Granger head back to serve once again. Another solid contact from Granger. Swift Current has really cleaned up their serving here. And that's a great swing from number 8 on the outside for JCVC. That's Megan Semenoff. There were a couple hands in front of her, but she caught the edge of the middle blocker there, forcing the ball to fall on the Sundog side. That sends number 5, Azra Hadzi-Hazanovic, back to the service line. And Hadzi-Hazanovic's serve falls just a little short. That sends number 13, Mackenzie McIntyre, back to the service line for the Swift Current Sundogs. We are all tied up here 15-15 here in this first set of action in the U14 Division I Provincial Final. And that's a big serve from McIntyre. She records the ace there.
Yeah, just trickled over the tape, which is a really hard serve to pass. So that was a great serve and a great ace.
McIntyre to serve once again here. McIntyre serving that front row power. Free ball coming over from JCVC, handled by McIntyre. Set high into the middle of the court. Ooh. And a bit of a delayed call there, but a carry will be called on the middle for the Swift Current Sundogs. That's number 11, Carson Alexandra. Those ones are tough when they come right back at you so quick from the block. It's hard to make a reaction. That sends number 11, Jamie Waskowicz, back to the service line. And Waskowicz picks up an ace for JCVC. That's positive for JCVC. They're probably looking to increase their pressure on serve here later in the set, hey?
Yeah, definitely. It's that last part of the game, so everyone's trying to take that lead to make it a race to 25.
Absolutely. Another solid serve from number 11, and that can't be handled from the Sundogs, extending JCVC's lead to 2 here.
And going into this match, JCVC is the number 1 seed, and the Sundogs are the number 5 seed, but it's our understanding that they may not have met each other yet, so makes for an interesting final match for sure.
And we see our head official calling over JCVC's captain, number 11, Jamie Waskowicz. Not entirely sure what was exchanged there. No points were changed, so Waskowicz will continue her serving run here. Good serve from Wasquet. That's passed up by Gross. Free ball sent over from McIntyre. High ball set to the middle. And that ball sails just a little long on the attack, sending number 4, Annika Lundgren, back to the service line. And Lundgren's serve is just a little low. That extends JCVC's lead to 2 points here. Heading back to serve, this is number 8, Megan Semenoff. Good contact from Semenoff, that's passed up by the Sundogs. Set all the way out to the pin there. Good swing from number 12. Olivia Gross's attack falls just a little long. Continuing to serve for JCVC, this is Megan Semenoff. Good serve from Semenoff. Ball is set to the right side. Good swing from the Sundogs. Ball set from the middle to the outside for JCVC. Good dig by Gross. Ball set right back out. And a free ball sent over here to the Sundogs. High middle set here. And that catches the line for the Sundogs. That's a great swing from number 11, Carson Alexandra. Sometimes those hard, deep shots are more difficult to defend than the short shots that might come with more pace. Would you agree with that?
Yes, 100%. The deep corners are always the most effective shots. It's where the defense typically is not already standing. And it's also, you have to make a read on it of whether or not the ball is going to be in or out. So it's always an effective shot, makes the defense think a little bit.
Absolutely. And we're in the middle of a great rally here with a kill to end the rally. That is number 9, Erin Hryniak. Good swing for Hryniak. Serving for JCVC is their setter. This is number 7, Liv Stiansen. Good serve from Stiansen. Passed up by the Sundogs. Ball set outside to Gross. Good movement on the block there. And unfortunately, Gross misses that overpass. Good aggressive look, though, to put that ball back over the net. Put JCVC in some trouble. Continuing to serve is their setter, Stiansen, for JCVC. It is now 22-18 here in the first set. Stiansen's serve hangs on the neck and just trickles over. Timeout now being called by the head coach of the Junior Sundogs Black. That's Chris Granger. What do you think Chris Granger is talking to his team right now in their timeout, Janelle?
I think just you got to play every point one at a time. I think it's at this point in the game, it's hard not to look at the score, but you just got to focus on your job and hope that this momentum, they get some momentum and it'll carry forward into the next set, I think is what I would be saying.
Absolutely. And we saw Swift Current kind of surge back throughout the middle of the set when they were able to control their errors from the service line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, serving is huge. You need to be able to put the ball in play. So as they continue to increase their efficiency on serve, it will pay off for points for them.
Absolutely. Heading into potentially the final points of this set, it is 23-18 for the JCVC Red Crush. Continuing her service run, this is number 7, Liv Stiansen. Good serve. Oh, and Stiansen's serve looked okay from our angle, but finds that net and comes on down. That's a great timeout call from the head coach of the Sundogs. We call that a coach's point. Yeah. Now serving number 16, Verity Tiddymore. Good serve from Tiddymore. And that lands in between the two passers on JCVC. That's a big ace for number 16. That cuts the JCVC lead down to 3. Verity Tiddymore to serve one more time. Another good serve from Tiddymore, but that's passed up by JCVC. Unfortunately, a little too tight, couldn't quite be handled at the net. Verity Tiddymore will head back to serve once again. Her team trails 21-23 here. And Tiddymore's serve is just a little far past that back line. Really good aggressive serve from Tiddymore though. At At set point now, serving for JCVC Crush. This is number 9, Aaron Hryniuk. Good serve from Hryniuk. Passed up from the Sundogs. Free ball being sent over. And that free ball sails just a little wide.
It was a close call to end the set. That was, from our angle, really close, but must have been out, and that ends the set.
Absolutely. So that gives JCVC a first set win here in the 14U Division I Provincial Final. I'm Emily Humbert alongside Janelle Sokolowski, and we will come back to you with more after this set break. We are coming to you live with the U14 Division I Provincial Final here. We saw in the first set JCVC Crush Red 125-20. Now continuing on in this second set, we will see a bunch of new players for both teams, as at the 14U level there is the fair play rule that requires the coaches in the second set to start players who had not played in the first set. So heading back to serve for JCVC, this will be number 1, Katie Young. Good serve from Young. Free ball sent over the net. It's a good strong attack from JCVC. And that attack from number 15, Michaela Herder, falls just a little short. Heading to serve one more time. This is number 1, Katie Young. And we see Katie Young doing a jump float serve. Now that's an even tougher serve to pass than the standing float. Hey, Janelle?
Yes, it can get a lot more air and just a lot more float coming into your platform. So a good, effective jump serve can be really hard to pass.
Absolutely. And that service error will send JCVC back to the service line here. This is number 4, Brooklyn Tkachuk. Good serve from Tkachuk. Passed up by Swift Current. Free ball sent over the net. Ball set outside. And that is a nice strong swing from number 10, Ashley Toms, looking for the hands of those blockers. Sails just a little long.
But a good aggressive error. You want to see your attackers taking those chances and taking the risk of taking that big shot. So that's a good aggressive error for JCVC.
Absolutely. And Swift Current makes their second service error of the set here. That sends number 2, Lauren Lenvoy, back to the service line for JCVC. Good serve from Lenvoy. Nice pass from Swift Current. Punched over from the Sundogs. Ball is set high to the middle. And the attack attempt is there for number 6, Paige Pavlov. That attack finds the net. That sends number 7. This is Jada Granger back to the service line for Swift Current. Nice serve from Granger. That's her serve had a little bit of spin on it, which might have caused it to die a little bit sooner than JCVC was expecting there.
Yeah, and the first real serve with spin we've seen the entire match too, so just a little bit of a different look for the passers.
It's a good strong swing from number 3, Emerson Pakush. Pakush with the ball again here. Free ball sent over to Swift Current. Ball is set outside and a jump and set. And a nice swing from number 6. That's Paige Pavlov. She finds that sharp angle to position 1. Very effective shot out of the middle. With that kill, number 3, Emerson Pakush, will head back to the service line for JCVC. The ball is passed up, and unfortunately a little communication error on the Sundog side. That ball lands after the first contact. Continuing to serve is Pakush. Pakush with a service ace here. Putting in a nice solid serve that's coming a little bit higher up on the passers, making it difficult for them to control that ball. Pakush to serve one more time here. Nice swing. And pardon me, I've been giving credit to Emerson Pakush when in fact it has been Paige Pavlov on this incredible service run. Very sorry about that. Paige Pavlov to serve here. This is number 6. Oh, and Pavlov's serve falls a little bit short. With that error, number 8, this is Josie New, will head back to the service line for the junior Sundogs. New with the serve. That's handled by JCVC. Ball set to the outside. Nice swing. And that ball is mishandled on the Sundogs side. There will be a carry called there. The ball just did not come too cleanly out of the hands of the Sundogs player. Heading back to the service line now, this is number 10, Ashley Toms. Tom's serve falls just a little short. Looking to cut into their 2-point lead now is number 10. This is Paris Appel back to the service line. Good serve from Appel, passed up by Toms. And the back set is sent over the net. Ball is sent to the outside. Good roll shot from the Sundogs. And a free ball coming from JCVC. And an attack. Good swing from Sundogs. Ball is set inside, but a great adjustment from number 4, Brooklyn Tkachuk. She was able to change the direction of her approach to accommodate that inside set. Now back at the service line is number 3, Emerson Pakush. Free ball coming from the Sundogs. Good aggressive down ball. Ball set to the outside.
Great dig by 15.
Sundogs will look to put this free ball away. Good swing out of the middle. Good dig. Free ball coming over from JCVC. Sundogs looking to score on this one. Handled by JCVC. Sets a little deep, but it is manages to find the floor. And JCVC puts an end to a very long rally there. Lots of good digs and defensive efforts. Continuing to serve, this is number 3, Emerson Pakush. And Pakush's serve falls a little short. Heading back to serve now with her team trailing 10-7. This is number 9, Jordan Sahlberg. Good serve from Sahlberg. Set to the outside. Great diving effort on defense from the Sundogs. High to the middle. And a great swing from number 1, Katie Young.
JCVC seems to be finding a lot of success in that deep corner shot, especially out of the middle.
Absolutely, and JCVC has middles who might be a little bit more physical and are able to really reach and find those high angles. Back to serve for JCVC is number 1, Katie Young. Good serve from Young, and an ace for Katie Young. Continuing to serve, this is number 1, Katie Young. It is 12-7 here for JCVC here in this second set of action in the U14 provincial final. And Young's serve sails just a little wide. Back to the service line for Swift Current. This is number 13, Mackenzie McIntyre. And McIntyre's serve falls just a little short. We're seeing the service errors starting to pile up for Swift Current.
Yeah, you can really see this set especially. It's a real serve pass game, and the team that's able to put in serves aggressively is really taking the lead.
Good down ball sent over by the Sundogs. Ball is set high to the middle. Free ball sent over from JCVC. And looking for an attack on the outside. Good dig. Ball set to the outside. Good swing from Toms. And the setter dump. That is handled from JCVC. Good swing from number 6. That is Paige Pavlov. Nice aggressive swing. That sends number 4, Brooklyn Tkachuk, back to the service line for JCVC. Tkachuk serves a nice deep ball. Set high to the middle. And the block is there. They're calling the ball down. It looked like the Swift Current Sundogs had an amazing kick save there. And with that point, head coach for Swift Current, Chris Granger, wants to talk things over with his team. Now, Janelle, are you seeing anything that's really sticking out to you in terms of what JCVC is doing to be successful in this second set here and really pull away?
I think their attack has just taken off, especially in the middle. They're using their height to their advantage and really widening that gap between the Sundogs, using their attack and hitting smart shots, hitting deep corners, mixing it up, and also just using a lot of volume and speed with their attack.
Absolutely. And what are some things that Swift Current will need to do in order to get themselves back into the set? Because they were down last set and they were able to claw back. What do you think they need to do?
I think we've seen that they can be a strong defensive team, so I think they just need to start chipping away at their defense, playing every single point, and just trying to focus on keeping those hard attacks off the ground in any way that they can.
Absolutely. And after that timeout, we will come back here to see number 4, Brooklyn Tkachuk serve. Good serve from Tkachuk, and she finds that back line. The linesman hesitated a little bit on that one, but from our angle, I think that was the right call.
Yeah.
Great serve from Tkachuk. She will look to do the same one more time here. Another good serve from Tkachuk, and the ace for Tkachuk.
You can really see JCVC just taking off here and using that momentum to propel them forward into the last half of the set.
Absolutely, with that ace, Tkachuk's JCVC team leads 17-8 here. And a good contact from Swift Current sends that ball over. Ball is set inside, but handled out of the middle. Free ball coming over from the Sundogs. Set high into the middle. It's another good serve from number 6, Paige Pavlov.
Yeah, JCVC is showing some really strong offense this set between their tough serving and their tough attack. They're making it really hard for the Sundogs to get anything going on their side.
Continuing to serve is number 4, Brooklyn Tkachuk. Serve from Tkachuk. Free ball sent over from Swift Current. And a set to the outside. The set might have been a little low there. Tom's attack falls a little short into the net. That sends number 15, Michaela Herder, back to the service line for the Sundogs. They trail 18-9 here in this second set. Good serve from Herder. Ball set outside to Toms. Good swing from Toms. Nice dig from Herder. Free ball handled here. Set to the middle. And great defensive coverage.
Yes, great recovery.
Ball is set high to the middle. And the attack error results in the point for JCVC.
Yes, that was a great heads-up play by the front row.
Heading back to serve is number 2, Lauren Lenvoy. Good serve from Lenvoy. Passed up from Herder. Free ball sent over the net from JCVC. See if they look to keep their middles involved here. Ball set to the outside. Good swing from Toms. That extends JCVC's lead 20-9 here in this second set. And with that, Coach Chris Granger wants to take a second to talk things over. JCVC leads 20-9 here in this second set. What does JCVC need to pay attention to through these last 5 points here, Janelle?
I think they just got to keep their composure, so you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. You know, no one's gotten to 25 yet, so it's just important that you stay focused and don't get too excited and just stay playing point for point.
Absolutely. We've seen the Swift Current Sundogs be a very scrappy team, and they have the ability to fight back, so we'll look to see some push from them here after this timeout. Heading back to serve after the timeout, this is number 2, Lauren Lenvoy. Great serve after the timeout from Lenvoy. A set coming over from the Swift Current Sundogs. Ball set back to the middle. And that was number 6, Paige Pavlov, looking for that sharp angle. Didn't quite find it this time, as she has in times before. That sends number 7, Jada Granger, back to the service line. Good serve from Granger. And we see that top spin serve handcuff JCVC a little bit. To serve once again here is Jada Granger. And we see our linesman extending his flag, indicating that a foot fault has occurred, meaning that the Swift Current Sundogs server, Jada Granger, stepped just over the service line. That sends number 6, Paige Pavlov, back to the service line for JCVC with a 21-11 lead here. Nice overpass handled from JCVC. Good heads-up play from number 3, Emerson Pakush. Serving once again is number 6, Paige Pavlov. Good serve from Pavlov. And some great net play from number 8. That is Josie New. Seeing that ball was tight.
That's a great use of hands. Sometimes when the ball is tight, you just want to be able to deflect it off the blocker's hands so that you can get that point.
Serving now, number 8, Josie New. New's serve is good. Ball is set over from JCVC. Free ball handled from the Sundogs. And that's a nice swing out of the middle for number 9, Jordan Sahlberg. Lots of hands up in front of her, but she was able to find a seam in that block. Continuing to serve now here, this is number 8, Josie New. New's serve is good. Passed up from JCVC, ball set high to the middle. And a net violation will be called on the Swift Current Sundogs. Heading back to serve now at 23-13. This is number 10, Ashley Toms. Serve from Toms. Handled nicely by the Sundogs. And a standing down ball sent over that sails a little long. That gives JCVC set point as well as championship point here. Looking to serve for the title, this is number 10, Ashley Toms. Ball is handled by Swift Current, set outside. A nice attack from Swift Current. Ball is set high to the middle. And their attack finds the floor. Katie Young able to put away that game-winning kill. And we see some serious excitement on the faces of these JCVC girls. What an accomplishment. Lots of excitement on the JCVC side. Credit to their head coach Jason Stiansen, assistant coaches Eddie Hadzi-Hazanovic and Stephanie Toms. They were able to coach up this incredible JCVC team to win this provincial title here. Also, we need to acknowledge Chris Granger and Brad Gross with a very, very valiant effort from Swift Current. They have so many positives to take away from this game. Any final comments from you, Janelle?
I think that was a well-fought battle. I think both teams demonstrated and showed their skill, but at the end, I think JCVC just had a little bit more efficiency with their attack and their serve, and it gave them the upper hand in that second set for sure.
Well, I think the difference starts all through the season. The girls work so hard in practice all year long, and it really started with their hard work outside the court, and then each time they come to play. We talked about the intensity, the instinct, and the courage. That was all the timeouts were about this day, and so I think that's really what pulled them through.
Absolutely. And maybe just elaborate that a little bit. What was it like when you went to school throughout this season?
Well, we have 12 on our team, and every kid just has a job to do, and they do it so well. And they're phenomenal girls. It is like the Crusher family, as we always say. So phenomenal girls, phenomenal girls.